And welcome back. Boy, good news on the map right here. If you know your percentages, we're going over for February. Remember I said last week this whole map was red everywhere in California. And look at the damage we've done with this storm. We've knocked it out. We had such low precipitation for February, less than 10% in some areas. In fact, some areas were almost at zero because there was virtually no rain. And then with one good series of storms, or one storm anyways, we've popped it well over much of California now, looking at a good February. Also, the West is doing fantastic with the drought. We still have a lot of work to do, but boy, look at the Colorado, what is that, Montana, or I should say Wyoming, then down to Colorado. This whole area right here, of course, is the Colorado River watershed, and we know that the Colorado River is under stress, and we've been talking about it, we're hearing about it, and this is all just good news. Some areas of Washington are actually out of drought completely. That is outstanding. Past 24 hours, we haven't seen a whole lot of rain, just a little smattering of precipitation here and there. Are watching this. The next system comes in, snow level dropping again to 2,000 to 3,000 feet, and they're already talking on both CHP websites and of course everything else, Caltrans, that we might lose the I-5 during this next weather event through about Wednesday, March 1st, and that's again can affect us with the 101 getting the spillover of traffic. Today's highs only into the 50s again, improving from yesterday. Remember yesterday, the same map, we had a lot of high 40s, even mid 40s. So I guess you can call that a semi-warming trend. Radar right now is quiet, but by about 10 o'clock tonight or so, we should see some more activity developing along the central coast. And it is already very chilly inland, and the beach is not much better. We're already down to the low 50s and getting close to what our overnight lows would be for a lot of our coastal areas. We usually do that by about 2 or 3 in the morning. We're almost there as we speak. Wind is fairly quiet out of the west. Wind issues could come into play in the forecast. I'll show that in a moment. And a lot of humidity to play with once the storm system gets a bit closer. And you can see right there, that's the next low. The one that just ran through us is now going into the Midwest. Unfortunately, probably some real heavy, severe weather is going to come into play for those panhandle states in the Midwest. This is our low right here. We'll keep an eye on it as it chugs its way into the Pacific Northwest. We're only going to be able to see or get the effect of the trailing cold front, which is right there. So that usually means that we get less rain. There's not a whole lot of dynamics here to support a real strong sort of 1-2 punch of the low and the moisture right on top of us. This one has the low much further to the north, so we just end up getting the trail. Low snow levels, showers about 1/4 to maybe 1 inch. I might want to change that because it looks like now the computer is saying a bit more. And we'll go ahead and let the computer do the talking now. With the flow, you can see overnight tonight we get some showers. They don't appear to be overly heavy. Then as it runs into tomorrow, it clears from north to south briefly. Another burst of energy shows up, and the pinks and the blues at the higher elevations of snow runs through about dinner time tomorrow night. And then we get another break, another wave of moisture shows up on Tuesday. This one tends to kind of linger longer, but then look at Wednesday morning. The rain quickly runs out of here. These big blue arrows means wind is on the way for Wednesday, so might see some wind advisories. And again, your rain totals looking pretty impressive. About 1/4 inch to 3/4 is what we saw yesterday. Now we're starting to see more like 1/2 inch to possibly up over 1 inch. Again, the system mainly focused to the north. Now, though, the computer is seeing that maybe it's going to come a bit farther south. So that's the good news. Looks like more for us. And then there's your temperatures on Monday, staying really on the chilly side. Many areas well below, actually all areas below normal. Some 15 to even 20 degrees below where you should be for this time of year. Same thing as we head into Tuesday. And then also night times. Once we get to the storms passing on Wednesday, don't be shocked if some of the mornings we see a lot of frost and freeze issues. Winds, nothing to really worry about right now. It might get a little gusty tomorrow afternoon in the Lompoc up towards Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo area, and down around the Oxnard Plain. Temperatures for Monday, again, chilly. Cool, definitely 40s, coming up to about the mid 50s or so. Probably will not see any 60s tomorrow. Just a lot of cool, brisk winter temperatures. We still have about less than a month of winter officially, and it will definitely feel like it for Monday. Ventura County, same story. Look at Ojai at 37. topping out at 53, breezy and cool. And there's your conditions right there for surf. It's small right now, but more waves will be on the way. Questionable conditions, though. And there's a picture from Carol Gomez in Oxnard. That's the hail that we saw yesterday, and she put a little date there of 2023. AM showers and windy conditions will say goodbye to the storm by Wednesday. Then it looks like it stays on the cool side with slight warming. As we head toward next weekend, another storm system knocks on the door, but it doesn't appear to be bringing anything really significant at this time. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.